Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duck Bricks. I'm Chris, and this is set number Minitalia 4. What exactly is Minitalia, you might ask? Well, this was a very special sub-theme of LEGO which was made just for the Italian region, hence Italia, which was essentially made for young builders and architects to design their own homes in LEGO. What's very interesting about the bricks used in this set are that they do not bear the LEGO marking. There's no LEGO logo on these studs themselves, and they look completely different from other LEGO bricks. Still, it is an official LEGO product, and of course, I was actually able to get this from a very special used LEGO store, and stay tuned for a special video recapping that particular store coming very soon. But I figured why not give you a sneak peek first and take a look at a mini review of this set, Minitalia number 4. This is a LEGO Minitalia set. So what was Minitalia? Essentially, this was a line of building bricks that LEGO put out specifically for the region of Italy, where kids and adults could actually use the bricks to kind of come up with their own architectural designs. It was made to be more of a designer's product rather than a toy product, which is really interesting. I picked up this set for 125 euros coming from the year of 1970, and again, this because of the name Minitalia was only sold in Italy. So let's open it up and see what this has included. So right here you can see a little bit of a pamphlet in Italian, so that's not really much use to us, but it is explaining what Minitalia is, and once you open it up you have a whole poster of all sorts of different inspirational builds. Whether you want to build an actual house or building, or you want to go crazy and just stack bricks together in a very archaic or kind of abstract design there are all sorts of different styles of builds that it's encouraging the builders to actually try to experiment with themselves. On the back here, you have a lot more text explaining what it even is, and of course you have an explanation of how to build some techniques like the roofs, as well as the slopes here and the sides of the doors and windows, all very interesting. But that is not the most interesting thing about these bricks, because it will become very obvious that these don't look like LEGO bricks at all. In fact, they do not even have the LEGO logo on them. So let's just take a closer look at one brick in particular. This is your standard LEGO Minitalia brick. It does not have the LEGO logo, instead it has the patent pending on the back, and underside of the studs are X's. So instead of having the standard tube system, these have X's on the bottom. But yes, these are official LEGO products. They are real LEGO, as you can see right here, but this was just a very early experiment for what LEGO was trying to do and trying to figure out what their place was as a brand. And as you can see, they were really experimenting with all sorts of different kinds of bricks. Opening up the roof elements here, you may notice that again, they are using this very strange X configuration. There are no LEGO logos on these studs themselves because they are just hollow studs. And that is what it is. It is very interesting seeing this window back into LEGO's history, where I personally didn't even know these existed until doing some more research myself. Now here you can see some bricks that we never even got as official LEGO pieces, like this archway right here, which is just something made for Minitalia, almost like a bridge element. Altogether, again, no LEGO logo on the studs, which is so weird to me. And of course, this set actually did come with quite a lot of different bricks, like the window pieces. Obviously, you can see the early LEGO design elements were there. The windows were pretty much done in the same style, at least in the connection points, that most of the other classic windows were, just with no LEGO logo on the studs. So that is really interesting to see. And again, this came with a lot, and I mean a lot of bricks. You could easily build a massive house out of something like this, which is why this was one of the largest LEGO Minitalia sets they ever came out with, and one of the most interesting too, because again, no LEGO logo on the studs. I may actually try to come up with something or a build for this on my own, because I feel like it would be pretty cool to display this in my own collection. But as it is right now, that was LEGO Minitalia, another very strange and obscure vintage LEGO product. Well, I figured why not use all of the bricks in the set itself and try to come up with what I can make. I started off with this Minitalia set by actually trying to recreate this, which you can see on the instructions. However, I quickly realized that I did not have nearly enough pieces to actually make this. So after building what was basically the front gate, I kind of had to improvise from there. What was interesting is that the set actually included this large green cardboard piece, this right here, which presumably is meant to actually be a roof. Like, you're actually supposed to just kind of put this on top of your models. I didn't really want to do that because I had a feeling I would lose it. So instead of using the roof that it suggests and kind of put the roof on here, I kind of tried to make my own using all of the bricks available, for better or for worse. As you can see here, we have a very nice little, a little sunroof up there, which actually looks kind of good. I mean, with the other piece removed, it doesn't look half bad having the sunroof on the top there of this castle-like structure. That, of course, begs the question, what do we do with this larger window? So I kind of just stuck it on there, but, you know, we have a few extra pieces, including 2 of these windows, one of which I unfortunately broke while trying to put the blinds on. This was purely my mistake. I felt really bad. I snapped this piece while I was trying to attach the blinds, so be careful if you do own this set. I also have these. To be completely honest, I have literally no idea what to do with these. If anyone in the comments can suggest something to do with these pieces, please let me know. It also looks like they're broken. Like, this looks like it's been snapped off of something. This looks pretty beat up and dirty. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with these, or how these are supposed to interface with each other, or how they fit in with the rest of the models. They're obviously part of it. I just don't really know where they go. So these are left out, but for the most part, I did actually use all of the other pieces, so I was actually pretty proud of that, how I was able to actually put everything together as one. And this was a very interesting building experience, because the bricks do not go together like standard Lego pieces. They, of course, have this cross-axle type thing going on, so you really have to be careful with how you stick them on. They're a little bit more fragile, but yeah, as you can see, there are some early vestiges of what would become the doorways. I mean, this doorway is very similar in scale to what we would see on a standard minifigure scale door, so kind of interesting because that is not something that we typically would have for this kind of scale. But yeah, here it is. It is some sort of a nice bougie castle type gateway thing here. So there you have it. I will definitely be displaying this right in front of the box. So that was our mini review of Minitalia number 4. Let me know down in the comments below, do you own any Minitalia sets? Have you ever interacted with these bricks before? Did you even know Minitalia existed? I certainly had a really great learning experience learning about LEGO's history when putting together these bricks and trying to figure out how to make my own construction from just the bricks in this set. Now that was a very fun and short review taking a look at this. Definitely stay tuned for the much longer video where I actually will be walking you through the very special used LEGO store in the Netherlands where I got this. Thank you all so much for tuning into Duck Bricks, and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon. Thanks, and bye-bye for now.